Man, you know, I think I've been like 1,000 times to this location, but 995 times out of that 1,000 I went home with some awesome images. Oh yes, you should go back at the same location as often times as you can, because weather changes, the conditions change, you're gonna have different clouds, you're gonna have different foreground elements that you're gonna find, you can find different compositions, because it also depends on your creative juices at that time and at that moment, right? You're gonna be inspired by something else, you're gonna see different things that you didn't see the last time. So yeah, go back as often as you can, as is the case today for me, because I'm here again like a 1,000th time, like I said. And today I'm going to hunt for different compositions, because every time I come back here I find different compositions, so today shouldn't be any different. So let's go and check out what we can find. There's a big chance we're going to get an awesome sunset today. Look at that. Look at that sky. That sky has potential. Hopefully those clouds will stay put, and then that sun will just illuminate them beautifully. If not, still we're going to have some beautiful sunset. My only concern was that there's going to be completely overcast and we're not going to see any sort of sun today, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Not only that, but look at those light rays. So cool. I got some planes coming in for landing, check that out. And I have those light rays created by those gaps in the clouds. So I'm going to strap my zoom lens on, the telephoto zoom, and I'm going to start shooting. Pretty cool. Now obviously once the sun will get lower, we're going to have juicier colors. That means juicier photos. So what I can do meanwhile is look for some compositions and frames, because I do have some foreground elements here. So let's see what we can find. Oh, look at this color goodness. This seaweed that is green contrasts so beautifully with the water and with the sunset colors. Just beautiful. Look at this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go low with the camera and get a couple of frames like this. Let's try that. That cloud is so awesome. Honestly, looking at that cloud with my naked eye is not much, but once I put it through the camera, through this wide-angle lens at 17mm, it's a whole different story. And of course, when you're shooting landscapes and you have beautiful clouds on the sky, then you have to frame for that sky. You have to frame more for the sky than for the foreground, because that's where the interest is. Now, of course, if you have a beautiful foreground element interest, then yeah, you got to incorporate that too. But here I have the seagrass that is not an actual individual item like a tree log or something like that, so I don't have to put attention too much on it. Just amazing how those clouds are being backlit right now. What do you think? I gotta change to my I gotta change into my zoom lens. Those sunbeams are starting to show pretty well right now. Coming in for landing. I have a whole video about shooting planes. If you're interested, you can check it out over here. I went to YVR Vancouver Airport, which is right here actually, next to this beach. So check it out if that interests you. Oh wow, look at those clouds, man. Fantastic. What a beauty. Look at that. Beautiful. juicy. There was a bird flying through the frame. It's always nice to have some wildlife in the frame. It gives the photo a story element to it, and a photo with a story element is much more interesting, right? Because it starts raising questions, all sorts of what is that bird, what kind of bird is it, what is the story, and stuff like that. So it's always more interesting to have a wildlife or even a human being into the shot. Speaking of human beings, I have two people over there in the distance. They're very tiny, which add for a very nice dramatic effect. This area here is very prolific for dramatic sunsets, because for some reason you have these clouds that hang around over here. In the winter even more so than in the summer, but even in the summer, as you can see, you have these scattered clouds which are perfect for landscape photography. You always want partly cloudy skies when you're doing landscapes, and of course you have to photograph them at sunset or sunrise because that's where the colors are the juiciest. I love those light rays. There are some very nice dramatic clouds in the distance as well. You can see they're brushing off those mountaintops very nicely. Just beauty all around, man. Beautiful. Look at that sky. See how it starts to become more accentuated color-wise? That's what we're after. Okay, I'm going to try a long exposure here with my widest zoom lens. I have a tip for you if you're on a location and the location is pretty boring, but you have water. You can create a very beautiful image just by shooting a long exposure. So if you're going to do that, just use an Endin filter. I have a 10-stop Endin filter. I've done a video about how to use Endin filters, so you can check that out if you want as well. But yeah, if you want to make a location less boring, then shoot longer exposures, because that will give the photo a minimalist look, like a fine art look. Okay, so for this long exposure, I have a 10-stop Endin filter on. I'm going to try 13 seconds at f16 ISO 100. Let's see what that gives us. Beautiful frame right now. I have a ship in the horizon. I have to switch quickly to my zoom lens, to my telephoto zoom lens, to catch that ship zoomed in completely. That's going to be a nice photo. So let me change to my zoom lens very, very quickly. I really like how there's beautiful bluish color with that moon in the background over there with the clouds, like bluish and white gray stuff. And then over here we have the classic sunset colors with the red and orange and yellow. Just beautiful, man. I want to go a little bit further down where those Canadian geese are, because I don't want to have this much ground in my foreground. I want to have a little bit more water, so I'm going to hop on that side. I gotta tell you, as much as I love the colors of the sunset, I really love those colors as well. That blue with white and the clouds on the sky. A little bit of a light blue, dark blue, gray situation going on. Just amazing. With that plane landing, even better. So interesting thing, I don't think that sun we're going to see it when it's going to hit the horizon, because I think there's a huge cloud over there. And as you can see right now, it's very hazy, so it is behind a cloud. But even lower than what it is right now, I think there's a huge gray cloud, so that's not going to be good for our sunset. But we still have some colors, so might as well take advantage of what we have right now. Okay, so as you can see, the sunset is pretty much done for today, and it happened as I predicted. There was a huge cloud in front of the sun, so no horizon touchy but it was a beautiful sunset nevertheless. I know I got some really cool photos just based on the conditions that I had. I think that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna put some photos that I shot in this location before, so just take a look how different, even though it's the same location, take a look at how different the photos are, and just drop me a like if you want, and then subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, peace.